long. Mine is only 30 seconds long. That's it to understand. Shorter 10 seconds. Okay? In this way, Kama Bhumedasa started. That is explained. These Kama Bhumedasa only within organism, sentient beings. When it is started with the rising moments of Bodhisattva. Rising start. But synthetic eyes, synthetic ears are later. A little later. That is the Kama Bhumedasa start. These Kama Bhumedasa are starting in our life. Slowly, gradually grown up to the body and the seed of mind, they are grown up. In this way, if I use, that's very small, tiny, this is a tiny drop, that is called kalala. After 7 days, it becomes a form. A little grown up. Then it becomes solid. Flesh. Become flesh. Pratama kalala hoti. First is a kalala. Kalala hoti abuddha. After that, form. Second week form. Then flesh. Become flesh. Third week become flesh. Then become solid. Pratama kalala hoti abuddha. Abuddha side pesi means flesh. Form and flesh, then solid. So in this way, first in this way, after that is grown up. Then about 7 weeks, maybe this is 5 branches appear. 5 branches appear. We have 5 branches. You see? 2 arms. So in this way, this is a Sayutta Nikaya. Sayutta Nikaya, Edaka Sayutta. Sayutta Nikaya, Edaka Sayutta explained about that. How mind and metta is appeared in new life. How mind and metta appeared in new life. And this is Sutta. The Buddha said, at the first week in mother's womb, when life is start, it is very tiny, small drop. That is called kalala. Pratama kalala hoti, first kalala appear. Kalala hoti abuddha. After 1 week, it changes to be formed. Then after that, 3rd week, form changes into flesh. 4th week, flesh changes into solid. Then 5th week, there appear the 5 branches. Pratama kalala hoti abuddha. Abuddha chade pesi nepatati kano. Kana pasakha jayanti 5th weeks. Okay? 5th week. Then it appears the sense organs and slowly grown up. We must compare with the anatomy. 2,500 years ago, the Buddha explained this. Maybe the Buddha knows anatomy. How grown up human body in mother's womb. When I explained about that in Germany, the Abhidhamma lectures, one gentleman surprised to hear about it. 2,500 years ago, he knows about that. He knew about it. So, Sayutta Nikaya Enaka Sutta, Yakha Sayutta. I implore you, if you wish to have further studies, English translation, but not explanations, it will be explained in this way. So in this way, material qualities are grown up, mind is continued. In our life, there are Patisandhi, starting point of mind is Patisandhi is first Chaita is called Patisandhi. Since the second, it is no longer to be called Patisandhi because it is a function, is a finish. After function, these Chaitas are named. Patisandhi means relinking. Pati means re. Sandhi means linking, relinking. This is from previous life, between previous life and new life, it links. It links between previous life and present life. Therefore, relinking consciousness, this Patisandhi. If this Patisandhi Chaita as a human being, first Mahavibhaga Chaita, the whole life, only the same type of first Mahavibhaga Chaitas arises. But the second time, it is no longer to be called Patisandhi. Because of Patisandhi means function. Relinking functions are only first time. Second time cannot be called relinking, just already linked, therefore not relinking. So since the second, it is called Bhavanka. Most translators use life continuum. Life continuum. I like it this life principle. Bhavanka means a life principle. Because of this is social life principle. Because of karmic force, it is right and wrong. Like a launched the rocket, as long as this energy it is running, so karmic force shoot, Patisandhi and then continued. As long as there is a karmic force, karmic energy is remain, it is continued. The last one is called Chuti, death consciousness. So Patisandhi, relinking consciousness, Bhavanga, life continuum or life principle, then Chuti, death. These three are totally the same. Totally the same. The same type of Chaita arises, not different one. But they have their lifespan. They are very short, only 3 seconds. One arising, only 3 seconds. One time their lifespans are only 3 seconds. After 3 seconds, disappear. Then another one appear, disappear. In this way, continued. We can say that is blue line. Blue line means passive mind, quiet. How quiet? When we are sleeping, we know nothing. These Chaitas, Bhavanga Chaita appear, we are sleeping. Blue line, quiet. This sleeping mind is Patisandhi mind. death mind the same. These three minds are the same, but named after functions. First data, it performed relinking, therefore it is called relinking consciousness. Second, performed as a life principle, therefore it is called bhavanga. Bhava, anka. Bhava means life, existence. Anka means factor or condition. Life condition, life principle. Chuti means death. There is one lifespan. Our life is one lifespan. There is a depend on person. The person whose lifespan is 10 years, there is a 10 years period. If 80 years, 80 years. First year, Patisani, first time, first point in the 80 year, the last day is a chuti, between them bhavanga. Only bhavanga. There is a blue line. Then between them there is a red line also. Red line means these are running previous object, not present object. That's not a concern with it. That's not a contact with the organs. Only it is running with the previous life object. They are so subtle. To be known, it is very difficult. Cannot be known. Like a sleeping feeling. Present object. Present objects contact eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. Present objects contact these. At that time, this blue line is cut off. Red line continues. When present object is ceased, then blue lines continue. So our life is red line, blue line, red line, blue line in this way. The whole life. Like that, blue lines, if there is no blue line, mind will cease. Actually, mind never cease. Rise and falling process never cease. In the line, karma accumulate. In the process, karma accumulate. Therefore, karma is followed. Whatever we have done in this life, it will be responsible in this life because of online. Karma is online. Following the lines cannot be avoided, cannot be run away. Because of accumulate process. Process and rise and falling in this way. So to understand this, but not just to say blue line, red lines. To clarify the meaning, I talk about blue line or red line. Blue line means passive minds of blue line. It's quiet. Red lines with active. Active, mind active at the time, you see, singing, dancing, jumping, so everything is eating. Sleeping is quiet, without action. So red line, blue lines are always running in this way. When active, there is a karma accumulate, then remain the process, karma accumulate, followed in this way. As a mind, according to mental process, it is running. Material quality also accordingly running. Karma Vomata is running up to Chuti. We run up to Chuti. Cannot go beyond Chuti. This Karma Vomata is a product of karma. Then Uttu. Uttu Vomata is a start from the existing moments of Patisani. Uttu Vomata is a start. And you see three, to be easy, I will use Patisani Jeta has a 3 second. Okay? First second, second second, third second. So karma born matters are start at first second. Utu born matter is a start second. It's second it is started. Because of Utu, you see Utu is included in Kaya Bhava, Kaya Hariya Bhava. In 30 karma born matters there is Utu. That Utu produces another material qualities. Utu immediately we cannot produce. This is Utu, product of karma. The product of karma, Utu, produce another matters. 3 products. Therefore, it is starting point second of Patisani. Second of Patisani. Utu Gomveda is a start here. Then Chaita Gomveda, Patisani Chaita cannot produce any material quality. First Bhavana Chaita. Because of Patisani Chaita is just a karma born, newly arises and new life, therefore not mature, cannot produce. Second time, as a Bhavana. Second time appearance, it is called Bhavana. As a Bhavana, when Bhavana Chaita arises, it produces Chaita momentas. As soon as Chaita arises, at the moment of Chaita arises, it is produced Chaita momentas. My momentas start. But our momentas are later, not immediately. After we have food, and then our momentas start to produce. So there are 4 causing conditions which is produce material quality. What do you say about that here? Now you can see the karma that is condition of metta produces karma born metta within beings starting from the moment of Patisani mind arises for every mental moment. For every mental moment, okay, newly born. Then Chaita, that is a condition of metta, produces the mind-born metta within beings, starting from the moment that the first bhavanga mind arises. And as soon as the mind arises, means mind has 3 seconds, first second. What to say? Is arise as soon as it is arise is produced in this event. Okay. Then Utu is heat. That is the conditions of metta. Produces the heat born metta within beings or animate things, organism or non-organism both. Utu born metta is organism and non-organism both. Not only beings. At the moment of it exists. At the moment of it exists means not just a rising moment. That is the meaning. Not just a rising moment. All material qualities at the moment of arise, first moment they cannot produce. They have no power. But since the second, they have, material qualities have 51 more seconds. First second they cannot produce. Since the second, they can produce. So, ahara, nutritive essence, that is the conditions of metta produce. That nutriment born metta, at the moment it spreads. After spread, it is produced, it is material quality. So, that is roughly explained here. It's okay? Okay. There is a further study will be. metta is enumerated to be 25. The 12 unwholesome karma and the 8 wholesome karma and the karma plane, the 5 wholesome karma and the rupa plane. Altogether they are 25. You remember akusala citta is a 12.
Okay.
So in 12 akusala citta has cetana. This cetana is called karma. Yeah. Cetana associates the universal. Cetana associates all type of consciousness. Therefore, 12 akusala citta, each one has one cetana. Therefore, akusala karma, wholesome, unwholesome karma is 12, referring to cetana. Akusala. Akusala karma is 12. Lobha mula 8. Dosa mula 2 or amula 2. Here, in the case of karma, one to refer only cetana. Cetanas encourage or stimulation, motivation. So this cetana is called karma. All type of akusala karma, 12 unwholesome karmas can produce material qualities. That is one. Then Mahakusala citta is 8. 8 Mahakusala citta, each one associated with the cetana. Therefore, cetanas 8. Accordingly, that is called wholesome karma in karma plane. Then Rupavachara Kusala. That is a jhana kusala. First jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, fifth jhana. These jhanas also associated with the cetana. The cetana in jhana are called Rupavachara karma. They also produce, possibly, not produce all, possibly, accordingly, they produce metta. So, as a condition, as a cause of condition, karma is only 25. Arupavachara kusala cannot produce any material qualities because Arupavachara karma, for Arupavachara karma, is produced, it is effect in Arupa plane. Arupa plane is a plane where there is not metta. So therefore, this karma cannot produce any material qualities. Megha citta also sometimes called karma. But this megha citta, cetana, that is not produce karma movement because of it does not perform to produce material quality. As a citta, it produces citta movement. Because of megha citta cannot affect in samsara. Cannot affect in samsara. So, karma. Then citta. You know that citta is 89. But here, citta that produces the metta is 75. Apart from 10 vipanja vijnana, eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness, these 10 vijnana cannot produce any material quality because they are not so powerful. They are composed of only 8 phenomena, 1 citta and 7 universal cettasika. So therefore they are not so powerful. Just as a citta they perform, cannot have a power to produce any material quality. Then the rasa of arupa vipaka. results of arupa plane. 4 arupa planes arises only in arupa plane. 4 arupa vipaka arises only in arupa plane. In arupa plane, there is no material quality. Therefore, apart from these 40 chaitas, only 75 chaitas produce chaita from metta. They produce chaita from mettas. Then Uttu, hidden nutritive essence are only mettas. They produce some of the other mettas. Accordingly, we should understand mind and metta mutual relation. Mind and mettas are mutual relation, supporting each other. In our life, we have side by side. So therefore, supporting each other. They are in this 4 condition, 4 causal condition. Karma is chetana, mental state. Chaita is mind, together cetasika. Uttu is not the others. It is a dejota, fire element. Uttu means fire element. Ahara's nutrient essence. They are material quality. Number 1, number 2 belong to mind. Number 3, number 4 belong to metta. Metta produce another metta. Mind produce metta in this way. Okay, they are 4 conditions. So according to 4 conditions will be explained. The 4 conditions relate to metta in this way. The karma, that is condition of metta, produces karma from metta within beings, starting from the moment of pratisandhi mind arises. Pratisandhi mind arises for every mental moment. Where, when, how? We must understand. Karma from mettas produce. It is a karma produce karma from metta. Where? Only within sentient beings. Organism, not an organism. Not non-organism. An organism, that is in the meaning, only in sentient beings. When? Started from the moment of pratisandhi mind arises. Karma from metta is a start. When new life is start. When new life is start. Then, how? For every mental moment. So, to clarify about that, I will give diagrams. That is a pratisandhi. Pratisandhi chaita. Pratisandhi chaita is together with the cetasika, we must understand. As a human being, this is a pratisandhi chaita. Pratisandhi chaita has 3 moments. When pratisandhi chaitas arises, it arises together 3 karma from mettas. 3 karma from mettas. Karma from mettas, the first is the kaya, sensitive body. Second is Haraya, seat of mind. Third is power, femininity, masculinity. Each one is in group, altogether 10. The group will be explained in later, okay? Kaya group is 10, Hariya group is 10, Power group is 10, altogether 30. There is a goal. Together, this is one. Yeah, 33 Kamabhivamsa means if I count 30, each one has 10. Because you see, all Kamabhivamsa units, how many material qualities are composed as a unit? An organism, 9. Okay, 9 is a unit. It's separable. Cannot separate. 9 is a unit. So this 10 is 9 plus this kaya is 1. Okay. 1 to say in this way. Become 10. 9 is a unit. And unit 9, 1 plus. Here also unit 9 plus 1. And 9 plus 1. Altogether 10. So because of these 9s are the same. We'll start in this way. Here 3 Kamabhivamsa. This is a line of mind. This is a line of metta. These are 2 mental process and material process. These are 2 run side by side in our the whole life. They are starting in Padisani moment. Start in Padisani moment. This one remain in the tiny drop. You can see this is a tiny drop. Inside there's a tiny drop. This is called kalala. And kalala. Very small drop. In mother's womb. Starting point is very small. There's a group of these. This vijnana arises here. So, starting point in this way. Patisani Jeda. When Patisani Jedas arises, these 3 Kamabhivamsas arise together. After Patisani Jeda, there will be Avanga Chetas. Avanga Chetas 1 to up to 60. So each one has a 3 moment. 3 seconds. They allow. Their lifespan is only 3 seconds. So Kamabhivamsa, these 3 Kamabhivamsas start here. Start here. You see, this is, you can say there is number 1, there is number 70 thought process. Bhavanga, as a Bhavanga is 1 to 16, from 1 to 16. So now, altogether 17. Manodana Vajana, right? Here First karma born matter is started here. Its lifespan is ends here because of 70 thought process lifespan. First karma born matters. Karma born matters arise at the moment of rising moments of Pradisani. It arises. It is a lifespan end. The ceasing moment of 17th thought process. So every moment, this is karma born matters produce every moment. And karma. Karma is a possibly walk the whole life. The whole life means up to death. There is a duty. Karma will produce these karma born matters the whole life. Forcefully it is producing. According to, as long as it is lifespan. So first karma born matter starting from this rising moments of Pradisani ceased. Accordingly, it has gone 17th thought process in the end of moment. Then new karma born matters arise here. It is ends here. Then this one continue to produce. According to lifespans, it is continued. You see? So many karma born matters in this way. If we hear karma born matters 30, these are 30. In second will be, how many will be? 60. So grow up, more and more. Different moment, different rising moment, different season moment. This karma born matter start with the Pradisani, rising moment of Pradisani. It is a lifespan up to the end of 17th thought. When karma born, some karma born matters started from existence moment, stated moments of Pradisani. It is a lifespan up to Manodara Vachanas, rising moment. Because of, we must know 51 seconds. It is life. It is life is 51 let us start. Let's start on video. So we should continue from 56, page number 56. Aidariya and Anaidariya. Aidariya and Aidariya. With the negative. Matter that managed the function concern are called Indriya. Indriya means controlling faculty. Some material qualities are controlled the mind, not all material qualities. They are called Indriya. They control or manage the function. They manage the function, or they control the function. So they are 8: compression, the 5 pasada, and the 2 bhava, chivita. They are mentioned as a Indriya. Because you see, we must understand this way. Sensitive eye. Sensitive eye control eye consciousness. Why? If it's sensitive eye clear, eye consciousness clearly arises. Like in the mirror. when the mirrors a clear picture appeared clearly. If the mirror is not a clear, picture also not clear. That is control. Depending on sensitive eye consciousness has to rise. That is the meaning of control. Functions of eye consciousness is a seeing. If the sensitive eye is sharp or strong, seeing also strong and clear. If it's sensitive eye poor, I cannot see clearly. So that is the meaning. So we have to go to the optical, because you see, when the power or degree is not good enough to see, we have to change, because it is control. I also control, sensitive eye control, seeing consciousness. Ear, sensitive eye, ear control, hearing consciousness. The same way, sensitive nose control, smelling consciousness. Smelling consciousness is nose consciousness. Sensitive tongue also control tasting consciousness. Accordingly, you see, if the eye is clear, seeing eyes are also clearly see, immediately see. So that is it is controlling. Depending on it, depending on these material qualities, mind have to hear. You see, sound also, we can say, this is just an example. Just an example. If the things soft one, sound is not clear, soft one. If a hard one, sound is very clear. That is a control, because of the thing is a control sound. Like that, seeing mind consciousness, eye consciousness arises in the eye. Depending on the eye consciousness has to rise. When the eye, sensitive eye, is clear, seeing eye also clearly appear. So that is the meaning, Adariya. Okay? So, hypersada to power. Power also, you see, femininity. If femininity also control the behaviors, talk, sounds also, you see, female sound, male sound, female behavior, male behavior, different, because of the control. Otherwise, it will be, sound is the same, behavior will be the same. To make men are different. This femininity or masculinity, these material qualities control. Mind also control. Female's mind, male's mind is a different idea. Because of this control, there is a meaning. Sometimes there may be something wrong. Normally, they control different behavior, different sound, different manner, different action, different type. So, therefore, these two powers are also called Indriya. They are controlling. Indriya control only concerning possession, cannot control all. This is sensitive eye control only eye consciousness, not ear consciousness. That is it. Accordingly, sensitive ear control only hearing consciousness or ear consciousness, not other consciousness. Same way, Jivita also controlling personalities. It controls the Kamabon metta by protecting according to their lifestyle. Under the title of Indriya, only these material qualities. Chapter 7, Samujaya Sangha, 22 Indriyas and the Buddha explained. 22. You can find in chapter 7, Comprehensive Abhidhamma. Chapter 7, there are 22 Indriyas. Another name of Indriya, the Buddha has mentioned these. To know that Indriya is very important because of, you see, dealing with the morality. There are 4 kinds of moralities. Patimokkha Savana Sila, morality, restraining the Vinaya rules, restraining the Vinaya rules, or following Vinaya rules. Indriya Samvara, current own faculty, not let craving or hatred on seeing physical object. Not let craving or hatred arise on hearing, sound, on smelling, on getting smelling, on tasting, on touching, on thinking. So these are called Indriya Samvara. Indriya Samvara. We must restrain our eye faculties, ear faculty, nose faculty. We must cut very well cutted. Eyes should be well cutted. That is the meaning. We should not let craving or hatred arise on hearing. That is the meaning. Not to protect by seeing, not to protect by seeing, not to protect seeing. You see, eye is for what? Eye is to see, for seeing something. That is a function. It is function. Should not be controlled. I will see whatever it can see, whatever it can see. But controls are not I. Control, we must control only lower dosa more. So therefore, Indriya Samvara Sila. In many suttas, the Buddha said, on seeing visual object with the eye, we must not let craving or hatred arise towards the object. That is control. Many people are using, within many people, why lower dosa moha or craving hatred arising? Because they never control. On seeing, they never control. On hearing, they never control. They let lower arises. They let dosa arises within us. The Buddha said we must control. Okay, that is about the Indriya. And Indriya means the other mettas 20 in number are Indriya. They are not Indriyas. No need to control. They have no function to manage to function. All Arika and the Sukkuma, in this classification, the metta that are crossed by serving, let's say, seed of mind, and the mental objects are called Olarika. Olarika cross means easily to be known. easily to be known. To point out it is easy. You see, we can point out easily. There's an eye, ear, nose, tongue, body. You see, easily to point out. Then visual object, sound, odor, or smell, taste, tangibility. Easy to talk about. Can be seen or can be heard. Can be known. Not difficulty to mention because some are the seat of mind, some are the object of mind. Five pasada matters are the seat of mind. Seven cultural matters are the object of mind. Easy to be known. Therefore, they are called Olarika cross. Sukuma, the other matter, 60 in number are Sukuma, meaning subtle. By not doing so means cannot be known. Only can be known with the mind. It's not so difficult, not so easy to point out. For example, avo. Avo is a state of liquid, not a normal water. State of liquid. To know the natures is not so easy. Not so easy. Not like a sensitive eye, sensitive ear, not like those. Therefore, 60 are Sukuma, subtle. They can be known only with the eye. Then Santike Dure, another classification. The matters that are near as being easily perceived are called Santike. Being easily perceived. They can be perceived easily. Therefore they are known. Near and far, you see, something close to us, it is easy to find. Something far from us, not easy to find. Therefore, Santike, Dure, that classification also you must know. If we read another Lakkhana Sutta, maybe all Buddhist people knows about it. Dhammacakka, Bodhana Sutta, Anatta Lakkhana Sutta. These suttas are very famous. You see, Anatta Lakkhana Sutta, as you know, 5 after Dhammacakka, 5 days after Dhammacakka, Anatta Lakkhana Sutta was preached, taught by the Buddha. In this sutta, the Buddha said, Yankenchi Rupan Atita Nagata Pachupana Achattan wa Bahidan wa Olarikan wa Sukuman wa Yandure Sahina wa Panitan wa Yandure Sandike wa. Yeah, this classification is mentioned there. Any material quality, whatever belong to, whatever may be, belong to past, present or future, Atita, Nagata, Pachupana. Atita means the past, Nagata means future, Pachupana means the present, Atita, Nagata, Pachupana. All Arikawa, Sukumawa, cross or subtle. There are also classification. Cross or subtle. Hinawa, Panitawa, superiority, inferiority and superiority. Hinawa, inferior. Panitawa, superior. Durewa, Sandikewa, Durewa, Sandikewa, Yandure, Sandikewa. Dure means far or Sandike means near. So this classification is even so tender. If we don't know such a classification, if we read Nandamalakanha Sutta, we cannot understand. So this classification, Sandike Dure means not possession of place. What is the meaning? Easily perceived. You want to say easily perceived. Even far, if easily perceived, is called Sandike, close. The other matters, 60 in number, are dure for not doing so. They are like a sukuma. Then another classification, sapatika and apatika. The matter that are with the impingement. Choose about it. Recording sound. Before Piya there is no sound. After Piya can record. Can be recorded. That is after appearance. Before Piya you cannot catch a sound. You cannot keep the sound. Because of sound does not appear. Sound does not exist anywhere. But you should contemplate this one to understand. So, let us go back to the point. Sanidasana and Anidasana. Okay? Therefore, we can see we can see only one material quality, that is visual object, with our eye. The other material quality cannot be seen. Then, Gochara Kahika and Agochara Kahika. The matter that received an object, received object, are called Gochara Kahika. Kahika means receive, obtain. Gochara means object. There are 5 being composed of the 5 pasada metta. 5 pasada mettas perceive the object. That's why to say reflect. It's a reflect in the eye. So of these 5 pasada mettas, eye and ear mettas receive an object each that does not touch them. Therefore they are qualified as a sampata. The other 3 received an object each that touches them. Therefore they are sampata. Sampata, asampata. So we need to discuss about that. You should contemplate this one. You should contemplate. According to Venerable Buddha, the commentator, the great commentator of Tripitaka, he believed, he presented visual object we see with our eye. This visual object not in touch in our eye. That is the meaning, object does not come into the eye. Only image may be come into the eye, only reflect, according to him. You see, visual object stands, it is placed. It does not come into the eye, not a touch in the eye, only just a reflect, according to him. Sound also never entered the ear. Sound trouble, everybody knows sound trouble. Even sound trouble, it is not entered into the ear, according to Venerable Buddha. These 2 objects, or these 2 sense organs, eye and ear, catch the object which is not attached, which does not attach to them. You get the meaning? Because, for example, everybody sees the books. Everybody sees the books. Books not enter your eye. Books remain here. The difference also we can know the measurement how far the books and us. If it touch, we cannot know how far. That is Vinayava Bodhisattva's idea. So we can see a transparent object through through that glass. For example, a window, there is a glass window. Outside things we can see crossing the window, glass window. Even close we can see. If the outside is coming to touch, it is impossible because all there is covered with glass. But there is a Vinayava Bodhisattva's idea. Sound, what about the sound? Sound also, you see, thunder sounds is very strong, you see. As you know, thunder sounds very. Dealing with the sound, if we notice, the sound is come from east, come from north, come from south, it's come from west. We can identify comes from back, comes from down. If the sound entered the ear, we may think sound is here. Sound is in the ear. We cannot identify the position, the place, the location. We cannot know location. If a sound enter. So Vinayava Bodhisattva's ideas in this way. These two are asampata. Asampata, he said. Asampata. So, what is the meaning of asampata? You can. Eye and ear matters receive an object, it that does not touch them, does not touch them, does not reach them. That is the meaning. Sound trouble, it is okay. People arrive ear, we catch sound. Our ear catch sound. Therefore we can know, this sound is from where. On those days, there are archery, how to shoot. They are very clever, skillful in shooting arrow. They have such a skill. Without it looking the point or hearing sound, they can hit. They can hit without it missing. Where the sound appeared, they can hit without it looking at. That is called sattavedi. Sattavedi. Sattavedi means where sound appeared, they can shoot with the air. Arrow. They can shoot arrow. Vinayava Bodhisattva said, according to it, if a sound appeared in the ear, he must shoot his ear because of ear. Where the sounds are coming, we cannot identify. Attasalini argument about that. Before Buddha-Gosa, Vinayava Buddha-Gosa, not such a classification. Not such a classification. Or asampata. I perceived the object which is attached to him. Without a reflex, he cannot see. That is okay. You see, without a regret. If a karma, they cannot regret either. But if we look at the mountain very far, for example, just 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer away, so a mountain is. But we see, not a reflect, we see the origin one. Is it that? Yeah, reflect is very small. We see origin one. We know the distance also. How about far the mountain from here? Otherwise we cannot know the distance. Sound also in this way. But the other three, what about the other three? Nose, tongue, body. Body is very clear to understand. Without touching we cannot. Tangible object, sensitive body must touch. Without touch we cannot know. That is clear. Then what about the smell? Smell is entire get into nose or only just close to. Some people's inhalation in this way. So the smell entire. Otherwise I cannot get the smell. So what about in somewhere there is a bad smell here? We are searching for where are these bad smells issued. Immediately we cannot know like a sound. Where is a sound or bone blast anywhere make a nice sound? We can identify the location. That is from east, this is from west. We can say, but the smell cannot say like that. People have to search for where this smells appear. Because this smell reached into the nose, they appear. And outside cannot appear. So therefore there is a fine touching. One German lady, in IDBAU, he disagreed about that. He disagreed. Now he agree or not, I didn't ask him. Nose is fine. Nose after touching, you see nose, sensitive nose received the object by touching. She didn't agree. Do you agree? There must be experience. We must ask ourselves, don't ask me. There is by experience we must know. Buddha's Dhammas can be experienced, practical way. Sayang Benya, we must know by ourselves. So smell, taste is very easy to understand, I think. If it's something, we ask a tongue, what's the taste? In those days, nowadays I don't know, the coffee taster, on those days, they appointed coffee taster who has good tongues. He always tastes there is quality to quality control. Coffee product companies appointed such a person who is a the taster. He tastes, oh that is to say, he tastes, oh that is a different, that is not good quality. Now it is in this way, No coffees. They have a taster. On those days, have taster, coffee taster, to control the quality. So, without asking time, we don't know the taste. Time decide, that is bitter, that is sweet. But we can experience just a guess. We experience and therefore we can tell. That is a true experience we talk. Okay, there is a gochara kahika and agochara kahika altogether. Then aviniboga, viniboga. The matters that are inseparable are called aviniboga. Aviniboga means inseparable, cannot be separated. They are eight inanimate things or non-organic things. The four Mahabuddha, Kala, order, taste, and nutritive essence. They can 8. Animate things or organism, they are 9, including Jivita. So that is already explained. The other matters, 20 in number, are separable. So these are classifications. These classifications also to know it is important. Then will be explained the 4 causes and conditions. We must continue with this. Okay, now I like to start. Let us start. 4 cause condition, 4 causes and condition. Now, material qualities are enumerated and classified. After that, how these material qualities are occur. Material qualities occur. It will be explained. Cause and conditions. According to Buddha's teaching, without a cause, nothing arises. There must be has cause and condition. So there are 4 causes and conditions through which matter has to arise. They are karma, chaita. Chaita mind means together chaitasika. Utu, heat. Ahara, nutritive essence. So, altogether, 4 causes and conditions. Here then, first must define karma. Not all karmas produce matter. Not all karmas produce matter. The karmas that produce matter will be defined here. Therefore, karma that produce being as the base and the object of mind are called sapatika. Sapatika means induction, impingement. For example, visual object and eye. Visual object. The visual objects reflect eye. That is by touching. Touching means not hitting each other, impingement. Communicate. Sound in ear, communicate. Smell and nose, communicate. Taste and tongue, body and tangible. So, these are called sapatika. There is a cross. All arikas are called sapatika, pasada, and gochara. Object and sense organ. Sense organs and objects are communicate, reflect, or touch, engagement. They are both sapatika. The others are not like that, apatika. Upadana and upadana or anupadana. The matter that are result of karma, accompanied by craving and around you, are called upadana. Upadana means the result of karma. Some material qualities are result of karma, some are not. So upadana literally given the meaning, result of karma accompanied by craving and wrongdoing. Because of karma, if influenced by craving and wrongdoing, it can produce. Karma alone cannot produce effect. Karma alone cannot produce. If a craving and wrongdoing influence, or there is a point there only craving and wrongdoing. Actually, all kilesa, all kilesa. If influence kilesa, karma can produce effect. What do you say? There is a karma effect, karma movement. There are 80 being composed of the pasada, 5 pasada. So, therefore, sensitive eye, sensitive ear, sensitive nose, tongue, body, these 5 pasada material qualities are one of karma, the product of karma. Cannot be artificial. Cannot work artificial. So they are only protected by karma. Ajasana. Then 2 power. Matter or sex. Femininity, masculinity. They are also product of karma. Previous karma, depending on previous karma, it appears. Because of karma means nobody make, only karma alone makes. Otherwise, people according to wish they will do. Not depending on our wish. Not depending on our wish. In this life, some have malehood, some have femalehood, not according to their wish. According to karma, have to be. Therefore, they are made of karma, product of karma. Haraya. Haraya means maybe brain or we discuss about the Haraya Vatu. Haraya Vatu is based on mind. Haraya means not only referring to the organ of heart organ, maybe heart organ and brain contact. So both the place where mind arises. That is also the product of karma. Karma alone can do. So jivita, this is jivita also product of karma. Only karma won't matter. So the other then product karma, the Avine Bhoga 8 Akasa. Avine Bhoga 8 means inseparable 8. You know inseparable, 4 elements, four elements, and color, smell, taste, nutrient, essence. So these are inseparable. So they are also, not all 8 are, not always it. Some are product of karma, some are product of, these 8 are, these 8 material, inseparable 8 material qualities produced by 4 conditions. Some are product of karma, some are product of mind, some are product of utu, some are product of ahara. But you see, 5 pasada, 2 bhava, 1 haraya, 1 jivita, these are only by karma. Only by karma. The other 8 and akasa. Akasa is actually not material quality. Between 2 groups of material quality, therefore akasa included in material quality. So they are product of 4. The other matter 10 in number constitutes anupadena. They are not product of karma. Maybe they are product of chaita, product of utu, product of ahara. And later will be explained accordingly. Sanidasana and anidasana. Tamatha, that is see with the eye. See with the eye. Tamatha, to be seen with the eye is a sanidasana. It is the only visible object. We can see only 1 material quality out of 28. We can see with our eye only 1. That is visual object. Visual object. The others cannot be seen. Only 1 object. Only 1 material quality can be seen. That is called rupa, visual object. We cannot see sound that is clear. We cannot see smell. We cannot see taste. What about it? That if you see salt, you think that it is salty taste. But you cannot see the taste, just experience. You experience, before you have experience, the salt has salty taste. If you see something which is a better taste, you experience, after that you remember this is a better taste. Or sweet. Sweet also just thinking this one, because of experience. You see not the taste. You cannot see the taste. You see only things. But you have experience, and therefore you say that is a salty taste, that is bitter taste, that is a sweet. That is a nature now, because of experience. You see only form or color, visual object. Sound, smell, taste, tangibility also. Heat and cold, you cannot see. But the things where the heat and cold you can see. But heat and cold, the nature you cannot see. Or softness, hardness, you cannot see. It can be known by touching. So accordingly, not everything can be seen with our eyes. Inseparable. You see, inseparable material quality. Visual object is there, smell is there, taste is there. Then there is no tangibility. There is no sound. You know? Sound is not included there. Why? Where exists sound? Can you find out the sound? Where it remains? Where it lies? Where sound exists? You see, color exists here. Exists anywhere. Smell also anywhere. Taste also anywhere. You can find. Sound. Where sound? What about your opinion? Where remains the sound? Where is the sound hiding secretly? Nowhere, you see. Sound is nowhere. Only depending on conditions, sound appears. Otherwise, the sound will be inseparable, you see. Sound produced by mind and by Utu, only two. By mind means that the speaker sound, spoken sound, human beings make a sound, animals make a sound. This is sound, human make the sound, they are made of one of mind. Tanda sound, nobody make. Utu, because of Utu. Even our body, sometimes we are not mind to produce such a sound in the belly. Sometimes appear in the belly, our belly, in stomach. So that is also Utu. So sound means depending on present condition. Sound is nowhere. How to prove? You see, if we do in this way, hardness of the book covers, hardness of my finger hitting these two, sound appear. After that it has gone. But here is not a sound. Here also not a sound. Between them also not a sound. And we know Pamasutta in Sayutta Nikaya. Again, heart is sweet sound of heart. Too easy we can say guitar, sound of guitar. One played the guitar, beautiful sound appeared, singing sound, he played the guitar. So they can listen to the sound. Oh, this sound is very, very nice, very, very nice to listen. Very nice, very sweet sound. Where I can get this sound? Bring the guitar, bring the guitar to me. He's searching for sound. Where it lies? He break it open the guitar and searching for cut into piece. He cannot find sound in the guitar. So his advisor told the king, "Oh my lord, in this way you cannot find the sound." So he ordered to bring another guitar. Then he played, so sound appeared. That is the only way, because depending on conditions, sound appears. But the sound never remained inside. Our mind also in this way we must know. Many people think mind remain in the body. No. Eye consciousness never remain here. Ear consciousness never remain in the ear. Because of condition, it appear. After that, disappear. But possibility have. How to understand? You see, for example, there is a lighter, for example, to smoke a cigarette. In the lighter, what do you think? In the lighter there is a fire or not? Fire exists or not? If there is fire, the nature of fire is hot and burning, it should smoke. something must be. But many people also keep the lighter in the pocket. If there is a fire, what will burn? So, yes, we can prove there is no fire. But the fire, to have a fire, there is a condition. But he has not condition to get fire. The lighter has a condition. These conditions harmoniously work. It's something fresh, you can get fire. If some conditions lack, cannot get fire. So in this way, in the mind also we must understand this way, depending on condition. Anicca is the meaning of anicca, that one. Anicca means nowhere exists. Depending on condition, it arises. After having arisen, has gone back forever. That is anicca. So, when I explain about the inseparable immaterial quality, in Germany, old house, one German man, he think about why sound is not included and inseparable. He thinks sound also remain there. Sound also like a visual object, the smell, taste, the tangibility, like that. He think inseparable unit, sound must be there, he said. He think. Later I explained, no, sound is not anywhere. No.